It's fun.
And this kind of goes, and we can use this to segue into politics. So like what I noticed when like things really did a turn, like obviously the streaming world has been growing exponentially, but I think last election really solidified things. And I'll kind of explain what I mean by this. So on one hand, you had Kamala Harris using what I call traditional industry level celebrities, your actors, your musicians, your big time entertainers, right?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, who else? I'm trying to think. Quavo endorsed her. Meg Thee Stallion. You had people like Taylor Swift from actors all over Hollywood that are A-list actors all endorsing her. So she was getting what I call the establishment approval for presidency.
Correct.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump leaned heavily into influencers and internet personalities.
Thanks to Barry Trump.
And what people don't realize is like this election was really also like a social test to see who garners more influence in modern America. Now, 20 years ago, having these establishment celebs would pretty much be a big fucking deal.
It would.
Eminem or whatever it is. But now, Trump not only won the election, but he won it in a fucking landslide because while Kamala Harris was over here, doing, endorsements and having Quavo and shit like that perform or speak on her behalf. Yeah. Donald Trump was doing Joe Rogan. Donald Trump was with Aiden Ross on stream.
The interesting part about that, though, also the nuance in that was the reason why Donald Trump was able to go on those platforms, in my opinion, is because he was authentic, regardless of whether you agree with him or not. Because when you go on the stream, see, even when she started to try to do it, when she went on Shannon Sharp's program, she went on.
I didn't even know she went on Shannon Sharp's shit.
She did that. She did All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Call her daddy as well.
Yep, she did that. It wasn't authentic because, like, if you could tell, she was only gonna stay on there. It was pre-recorded. She could only do it for 25 minutes.
Yeah,
and so the streaming actually exposed her. For not being as good as she really was, or they couldn't ask certain questions, and you can tell that they was nerfed. Whereas when Trump sat on Joe Rogan's podcast and they just talked
for like 3 hours
and talked for 3 hours, he even pushed back. I think he had like a thing that he had to push back in Michigan where he was flying to Michigan. You were able to really grasp who he is to get a better understanding of whether he was authentic and what he really believed.
Yes.
So the streaming actually exposes whether or not politicians are who they are, which makes them fearful of even getting involved with playing along with streamers in the first place. But in order for you to be successful, a lot of people, no matter what it is that you do, whether you're a politician or whether you're trying to promote a product, you see all of the rappers trying to link with streamers now and all of this stuff in order to do their rollout and their album release. The record companies are literally integrated with the streamers now and stuff like that.
It's legitimately like a strategy now, which is crazy in the music industry.
But nobody's seen it. You called it.
I called it.
But nobody could see it.
Too. Just to add to your point as well, this is very important. Barron Trump is the one that told Trump to get into these spaces, right?
He did.
His son.
Yep.
We're forgetting the youth is very important here. Look at politics.
He did.
The next generation of people that come up that are seeing the bullshit with the Democratic Party and how what's happening with Israel, they're gonna make the shift to culture. And
I don't think they're gonna make the shift though.
Hold on.
I think they're having a problem transitioning over into participating when it comes to the real what's really happening in the culture.
But we need a few that are smart.
No, there is a few that is smart.
Have money. All you need is a few.
Yeah.
And they can make the whole shift to this happen. Our boy Nick.
Yeah.
People like that can shift the culture. So I'm saying like that is important. And imagine you say, "No, sorry, Barron, you know what you're saying. I'm older than you. I know what I'm doing." The generation that's younger, that are smarter than us, that are using AI, that's the future.
You talk a lot about your social proof. Who you are online and whether or not you have made significant strides in trying to improve your social status online and what your perspective is and what your social profile is. I will tell people, and I've been saying this for over 10 years now, who you are online is going to be more important than who you are in real life.
Thank you.
Who you are online. Yep. So, fellas, you gonna have to clean up your social media.
Have to.
You gonna have to make sure that your pictures is lit. That you gon' that who it is that you perceive yourself to be. You gonna have to really be and live the life, but at the same time, you gonna have to clean up what it is that you're putting out there, right? And understand that whatever it is that you do, it's gonna live forever. So it's gonna come back.